Hi guys, this is George back here with another vlog, and today I am back here at Epic Universe for my second visit of the trip. I can't wait to get back in, see everything that I didn't get to see last time, as well as get on some of my favourite rides as well. So I'm probably going to start off by heading into How to Train Your Dragon, the Isle of Berk, which is one of my favourite areas here, and getting on Hiccup's wing gliders. But yeah, there's lots of stuff to see here that I didn't see when I was here the other day. The shows here, there's some of the rides that I didn't get to go on. Most of the standout rides I did go on, but some of the other rides like Yoshi's Adventure, Constellation Carousel, Fire Drill, there are some other rides that I haven't been on yet that I'd like to be able to go on today, and as well as that the shows as well, such as the Untrainable Dragon over in How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk, that looks absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back in and having another explore round. Here we go then, let's head in to Isle of Berk, through the portal into one of the most amazing reveals in a theme park. Here we go. It never gets old. Oh wow. This view is one of the best views you can get in a theme park. Incredible. Yeah, I'm gonna head over to Hiccup's wing gliders to start the day. So I've just had a ride on Hiccup's wing gliders, which was absolutely fantastic. One of my favourite family coasters out there. The onboard audio really does make it. It's a decent length to it, a couple of launches on there that are pretty punchy as well. Some nice show scenes on there as well before the first launch and also the second launch. It's such a nice family coaster. The onboard sound with Hiccup talking to you, and then it plays the music, and then when you get to the second launch it stops in the nesting area and all the eggs start hatching. It's an absolutely fantastic ride, a story-driven ride as well, that I do really appreciate. Flying around the Isle of Berk is absolutely fantastic. And so now I'm going to watch the Untrainable Dragon for the first time. It starts in about 10 minutes and I can't wait to see this. I've heard so many fantastic things about it. I'm going in completely spoiler-free. I have no idea what to expect. I can't film the show, however, I'll talk about it after it's finished. So I've just watched the Untrainable Dragon and I wish I could have filmed that. That was absolutely incredible. A 20-minute show full of action. There was lots of music in there. The costumes were absolutely fantastic. They look exactly like they do in the films. It was amazing. So if you don't want to hear about spoilers, then I'll put a time stamp on the video to show you what time to skip to if you want to avoid the spoilers, because I'm going to talk about that now. So you start off by going in there and you're introduced to the story, and you're in the hatchery and all the dragons are about to hatch, and then you meet this dragon that can't be tamed, or everyone thinks it can't be tamed, and it's absolutely huge. You've got this massive dragon prop that I can't believe how big it was. Its movement was so good as well, like with the wing, it was moving its wings around and moving its head around and opening its mouth. It was a massive prop in there, like a massive animatronic. It was absolutely incredible. I don't know how it worked. I don't know if they were like, I don't know if it was like if there were people inside it like pushing it, or if they were somehow like rolling it along the stage, or I don't know, because like it's so many of the effects in there, they've hidden all of the tech with it, which is so amazing, because it's like you look at all this stuff and it looks as if it's actually real, and you're not thinking about the fact that there's actually all this tech that's making this stuff work. And then of course they all need to find Hiccup, and then Hiccup comes onto the stage and he comes flying above the audience on Toothless, which is my favourite part of the show, when literally like it goes dark and then all the lights come on and then you see Toothless and Hiccup flying above you, doing loops around the audience, and then eventually making their way onto the stage, which was absolutely incredible. And then of course they have this they try and tame this dragon, and then they find the dragon's egg, and all along it was just trying to protect its child. And then at the end the egg hatches and we meet the baby dragon, and the dragon's tamed and she's happy and her child's there, and then everyone is all happy and they're having a dance and a celebration. There's loads of music in there. It was amazing. One of the best shows I've ever seen in a theme park. So So I'm now here in Dark Universe and I've just had 2 rides on Monsters Unchained. I used the single rider queue for that one and that was very efficient. The main queue was 60 minutes and I've just had 2 rides on there in probably about 20 minutes. It was absolutely fantastic to go back on there. It's an incredible dark ride. If you want to hear more about the ride and my experience of it, then check out the day 1 vlog from this park. But yeah, it was great to use the single rider queue on there. You do skip out both of the pre-shows though. That's the one downside of it. However, it moves so quickly. It's absolutely fantastic. Really good to use it. So if you are hearing the queue's busy and you don't mind missing out on the pre-show, then yeah, I definitely recommend using that single rider queue. To go for a ride on the Constellation Carousel. Really looking forward to this. It's one of the most beautiful carousels I've ever seen. The colours of it, the music, it's absolutely incredible, so I can't wait to get on it. Constellation Carousel is absolutely beautiful. I love all the lights in there, the theming, and it has lots of different songs in there as well, so you never know which song you're going to get when you're going around on there. It's a lovely carousel. I'd say in terms of actually riding it, it's just the same as a normal carousel really, but like when you're riding it and looking over all of the other animals, it looks amazing, and they've all got individual lights in them as well, and they all flash throughout the ride, all different colours. It's absolutely beautiful. It fits in so well here with Celestial Park. So I've just had a ride on Mario Kart's Bowser's Challenge, which was fantastic. Yeah, I do really enjoy that ride. I think it's a great dark ride. And now I'm going for my first ever ride on Yoshi's Adventure. So this is like an Omnimover style ride that takes you on a little aerial view around the area. And I think I can actually take photos on this one, videos on this one as well. So I'll get some footage of it. But here we go. Here's a look at the queue line. Really nicely themed. All the eggs around, look at all the trees. Very impressive. Here we go then on Yoshi's Adventure. Nice views of the area. We've got an inside section coming up now. There's the blue egg. So I've just had a ride on Yoshi's Adventure and that was very short. It was only about 2 minutes long. It's well themed and I like this interactive because you go around and pressing all the different colour eggs when you see them. But yeah, it was a bit short, that one. There was some nice views around the area, but yeah, I was expecting it to be a bit longer. Like going around the area and seeing all the colours, very nice. The queue line's really well themed and the dark ride section's really good as well. But yeah, I just wish it was a bit longer, that one. So I'm back here in the Isle of Berk now. Here's a look at Dragon Racers Rally, the Gerstlauer Skyfly. Yeah, you got 2 of these next to each other. I really like how they've got the dragons on the other side. There you go, you can see it spinning around there. And then you've got the one on the other side as well. 35-minute advertised queue for this one. I'm not going to queue that long for one of these because these rides, I mean, they're not the best, and also there's quite a lot of them out there, so I'd rather prioritise some of the stuff that's unique to this park rather than going on some flat ride that you can get in a lot of places. And here's a look at Fire Drill, the final ride in this area. The splash battle just here. This looks really well themed. And yeah, I imagine you'd get absolutely soaked on here as well. Loads of water effects, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like a really good ride. It's quite busy at the moment. I do want to go on it, however, it's had a really big queue all day. and I don't really fancy queuing ages for it. So I've come into the Battle at the Ministry attraction now, and I'm going to have a look at the single rider queue. So yeah, I'm in the Ministry of Magic now, the British Ministry of Magic. It's amazing walking through here. Even in the single rider queue, you still get to walk through the Metro Flue, which is really cool. Because a lot of the time with single rider, they tend to skip past like that out. But with this one, they've made sure that no matter whether you're going through Express, single rider, or main queue, you get to go through the main Metro Flue, which is really good. But yeah, I'm going to have a look at the single rider. The main queue is advertised at 100 minutes. So let's have a look at the single rider and see what that's like. What they did in here is absolutely stunning. It's a shame that you don't have as much of this kind of theming on the ride. When you get on the ride, it's a lot of screens. It's still a fantastic ride, but I do prefer Monsters Unchained because of all the animatronics on there and the physical set pieces. But it is an amazing ride, and this queue is absolutely spectacular. Right then, so I've been queuing about an hour and 40 minutes, so similar to what the main queue is advertised as. And I'm nearly there. Here we go. This is where we get boarded onto the ride. Really looking forward to getting back on this. So I've just had my ride on Battle at the Ministry, and going on it for a second time, that made me appreciate it so much more. Don't get me wrong, the first time I went on it, I thought it was absolutely brilliant. But going on it for a second time really made me just appreciate the ride system even more. The ride system is absolutely breathtaking. It's the best ride system I've ever seen. In terms of the theming, then yeah, there's still a lot of screens on there. However, I did notice a lot more theming this time. But what they do on there with the theming and the screens, with blending them together, is very impressive. Like a lot of the time you're looking at these screens and you're looking at it like, is that theming or is it the screen? Because they blend it together so well. You have the screen behind it and the theming in front of it, which is amazing. Plus you then got the ride system, which is shaking you back and forth. It drops down, it lifts up, it moves side to side, it spins. It's an incredible ride. I would love to know how that works, because it is absolutely crazy. The theming, yeah, is amazing. There's some amazing scenes in there that I absolutely love. It's a good story as well. It's very easy to understand the story. As someone who isn't a big fan of Harry Potter, I've never really watched any. I've only watched The Philosopher's Stone, and that was about 10 years ago, so I don't really remember any of it. All I can remember from it is that it wasn't really my sort of thing. From this one, from what I've heard, this is more based on the Fantastic Beasts, which I've never seen, when you're in like Paris, and then once you're in this section, it's based on like the Order of the Phoenix. But yeah, I haven't seen that one. But once you go on there, like even knowing nothing about it going on, you'll understand what's going on once you get in. Of course, you walk into the British Ministry of Magic, you then get on the ride where it talks to you about what's going to be going on, how you're going to see Dolores Umbridge's trial, you're going to witness her on trial, and then she escapes and she starts causing havoc, and she's trying to bring back the time of Lord Voldemort, and then you capture her, and she's the final scene, you're in this big courtroom, and there's a big prop of her in the middle, with props of like Harry Potter and loads of like the jury as well in the audience, and then her sentences passed. Like you'll spend the rest of your days in Azkaban, is it called? I forgot what it's called already, but something like that. But yeah, so it's a brilliant ride. I absolutely love it. It's still not a Monsters Unchained topper for me. However, I definitely enjoyed it much more that time than after my first run, and so I definitely recommend trying to get a couple rides on it to really be able to appreciate it. Right then, it's time to get out of here, and it's not working. Great, there we go. So it's absolutely pouring now. All of the outdoor rides have been closed for about the last hour. I'm making my way gradually to Dark Universe because I really want to have a look at it with like all the rain and the storm clouds. I feel like it's going to look really eerie and atmospheric. I do want to have a look at it with like in these weather conditions. But yeah, I'm gradually making my way over there, running through the rain. Here's a look at Celestial Park then, with all the lights starting to come on, with that stormy looking rain cloud over there. I feel like Darkmoor is gonna look amazing. Here we go, all these lights in the ground. Helios Grand Hotel there. I feel like the rain's starting to get a bit better, but Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about the outdoor rides not reopening. Here we go, it's alive, it's alive! Let's head into the dark universe. Well, this definitely looks very eerie round here in this weather. Look at this, the Frankenstein's manor back there. You've got the fountain. I love this area so much. It's amazing in here. Like looking down towards Frankenstein's manor, and you know what? I'm gonna go for a ride on it while I'm here. It'd be rude not to. The good thing about this ride is it has such a high capacity. It gets through the queue so quickly. It's advertised at a 25-minute wait. You'll often find when you're at this park, this tends to get the shortest queue because it's got such an insane throughput, which is absolutely fantastic for re-rides. And also, when a lot of the outdoor rides are closed, you can just get loads of rides on this.
Get the right one. You sit, he goes steals, nothing goes wrong. Yes? Don't look at that. This is just the emergency heater function. According to plan. So I've had a few more rides on Monsters Unchained, bringing my total today to 7. And yeah, it's an incredible ride. Every single time I go on it, I absolutely love it. I went through the main queue a couple times as well, so I got to see the pre-show on that. I did the main queue, then I did single rider, and then I went main queue again. Yeah, the pre-show alone is absolutely incredible. And then you get onto the ride itself. The animatronics in there are just absolutely stunning. And the way that they've mixed the sets with the screens, it's absolutely incredible. Like the animatronics have got so much movement on that. One of my favourite parts on that is where you see the Wolfman and then you're facing on your back and then you can see him above you and he swings his claws down to try and catch you, to try and grab you. That's one of my favourite sections. The Creature of the Black Lagoon is another amazing animatronic on there. It's like you're in darkness and then it tilts you forward so you're looking down and then you just see this animatronic below you like shaking his arms around. It is amazing. I like the sections where you watch the screens and then it's like they go above you and then you go underneath an archway and then you can see the animatronic of them when you come out the other side. It's a long ride. The sound, the onboard sound is fantastic. It's so immersive. It's an incredible ride and I'm going to miss it so much. It's my favourite dark ride anywhere in the world and I can't wait for the day where I can come back here and get back on this fantastic ride. So there's about 40 minutes to go until 10 o'clock, which is when Celestial Park will close. It's not looking too likely that we're going to be seeing comets flying around Celestial Park again today, unfortunately. But here's a nice view of it anyway. The station does look awesome with all the lights on it. But yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed that I'm not going to get one more ride on this.
Here we go then, great patience comes great reward. Stardust Racers is back in operation and I'm about to ride it right to the front of the queue. Let's go to the lockers, everything needs to go in the lockers, ready for metal detection. Let's go for a ride. Well, it opened for the final half an hour of the day and I've had 3 rides on Stardust Racers, 2 on the yellow, 1 on the green, bringing my total to 4 on yellow and 3 on green. And yeah, that was absolutely brilliant. Every ride on there I've just had was fantastic. I love that coaster so much. In terms of my favourite side, I think I prefer the green side, which is interesting because if you'd have asked me before today, I would have said yellow. But now I think I prefer the green because I really like the celestial spin on the green side, and also I think some of the airtime moments are stronger on the green side. So yeah, I think I do prefer the green side just that little bit more. However, it's an amazing ride no matter what side you're on. In terms of how it ranks against other roller coasters, like a lot of people have been comparing it to Velocicoaster. Some people have even said it's better than Velocicoaster. For me, it's got nothing on Velocicoaster. However, it's still an absolutely incredible roller coaster. One of my favourite coasters. It's probably a top 20 roller coaster for me. I do absolutely love it. I've been on over 360 roller coasters and that's right up there, around the top 20, top 30 kind of area. I think it's a brilliant ride. I've had lots of rides on it during both of my days here at Epic Universe and it has been absolutely fantastic, and I'm so glad it reopened for the last little bit of the day. And I think they kept it open a little bit after 10 o'clock as well, just to get those few more people around for it being closed for a while after that. It was closed for about 4 hours because of the weather, so that was a shame, but you know what, those things can't be helped, and they got it open at the end of the day and everyone was so excited. Everyone was cheering and clapping. They were all so excited. It was such an amazing atmosphere. What an amazing end to this day. So it has come to the end of an absolutely fantastic day here at Epic Universe, and not only am I wrapping up this vlog here, but I'm wrapping up this trip. I've been in Florida for the last 10 days. I've been visiting loads of different theme parks. It's been great getting back to Disney, Universal, and visiting this brand new theme park for the first ever time, and I will forever look back very fondly on my first ever visit to Epic Universe. It has been amazing. So many fantastic rides in this park. Stardust Racers, Monsters Unchained, Battle of the Ministry. There are so many amazing rides in here. It's an absolutely beautiful park. Walking around it has been so surreal. It's just felt like one of those things, like watching it being constructed over the last like 5 or 6 years, thinking like it just felt like one of those things that would never actually happen, and now it has, and I've visited the park and it's absolutely everything that I wanted it to be and more. It is absolutely beautiful. I've loved it so much. I don't even know what else to say. I could keep going on for ages, but then at the same time I just don't really know what else to say other than how much I love this park. It's been an absolutely epic adventure, and do you know what? I'm just going to end the vlog here before I get emotional. That's now the end of this vlog here. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at George Kelly and follow me on Twitter at George Kelly. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe everyone, and I'll see you all later. Bye.